This video was compiled using information which was made public via news or government agencies and is intended to honor the lives of those who met an unimaginable fate and also bring awareness to the unjust behaviors in our communities. This story took place in Little Rock, Arkansas. Brayla Stone, also known as Braylen, celebrated her 17th birthday on June 3, 2020. 3 weeks later, she was reported missing to Sherwood police. A passerby observed her body inside a black Saturn Vue on a gravel walking trail closest to 7224 Vista Point Court. The teen had been shot through the head, with her body lying upside down on the front passenger floorboard with her legs resting on the seat's backrest. The driver's side window had been broken out and blood splattered the car's interior, a strong smell of bleach inside, along with discoloration marks from the cleaning agent apparently used. Trayvon Hayes Miller quickly became a person of interest for Sherwood police. Lakia Tutt, the manager at the Arby's restaurant where Miller worked, called police to report that Miller had called her saying that he effed up big time and won't be back for a very long time, if ever, and hadn't shown up for work the day before the girl's body was found or any subsequent days. Tutt asked Miller what he had done, but Miller didn't answer the question, only telling her to watch the news. After learning that a body had been found in Sherwood, Tutt called police to report the troubling conversation. According to a friend of Brayla named Audrey Jackson, the day before Brayla was found dead, Stone had discovered that Miller was having a relationship with a 19-year-old woman later identified as Tian Foreman. That same evening, Miller texted Stone to meet him. Jackson said she was on the phone with Brayla while she waited in front of Miller's home to meet with him. After Brayla indicated that Trayvon had arrived, the two ended the phone call. 5 hours later, Jackson told police that she received a text message from Stone saying that she was not up for this. Jackson revealed to police that Stone, who was a transgender woman, had told others about her relationship with Miller, despite Miller paying her to keep quiet. Jackson also said the location where Stone's body was found was significant because Miller was known for using the location to engage in sexual activities. Tian Foreman, the other woman Miller had been involved with, told investigators that Miller had told her that Stone was going to expose him. She said that Miller was afraid of being considered homosexual and that he had said that he planned to kill Stone, though Foreman and her friends did not take the threat seriously. Angela Dean, a friend of Tian Foreman, told investigators that she had overheard a phone conversation between Foreman and a stressed Miller the day before Stone's body was found. The young woman said that Miller made suicidal comments during the conversation, but quickly switched from the idea of harming himself to planning to kill Stone. Dean claimed that her and Foreman's efforts to calm him down were ineffective. Additionally, a cousin of Foreman's, Malik Coleman, also told police that he overheard Miller on the phone with Foreman telling her he was going to kill Stone, further describing a call to Foreman after Stone's slaying in which Miller told Foreman that Stone was dead. Back when he was 14, Miller was the youngest of 3 teens arrested for the murder of 17-year-old Brian Allen Thompson. According to authorities, Thompson's killing began as a robbery plot set up by Xavier Terrell Porter. The two had known each other because they had walked together at a restaurant. Porter lured Thompson to the recreation center on the pretense that he was interested in purchasing marijuana from the 17-year-old. When Thompson arrived for the meeting, Miller and the 13, Quincy Parks of Sherwood, got into the car. Porter had given Parks a pistol earlier, and he sat in the front of the car while Miller was carrying a broken BB gun in his pants and sat in the back. Miller told police that Thompson was measuring the marijuana when Parks suddenly got out of the car and fired a shot which surprised Miller. Parks grabbed money from the vehicle, about $15, and they all left. Police found approximately a pound of marijuana in the car and arrested all 3 teens within a day. 6 months later, in October 2016, Miller made a deal with prosecutors to plead guilty to aggravated robbery as a juvenile and to testify against his co-defendants, with the capital murder charge against him being dropped. Miller never had to testify in court, as the now 20-year-old Parks and 22-year-old Porter went on to plead guilty. Porter accepted a 10-year sentence for aggravated robbery, while Parks received a 20-year sentence for aggravated robbery and first-degree murder. In both cases, the shooter fired a weapon from the passenger's seat, which prevented a quick escape of the victim, who was seated in the driver's seat. Both killings also took place in a location very familiar to Miller, while also being close to his home, which would allow an easily undetected escape from the scene. In May 2019, Miller was arrested again and charged with robbery and second-degree criminal impersonation for allegedly attempting to rob 2 people in a Walmart parking lot in Little Rock. Authorities alleged that he did so by posing as a security guard. Less than a year later, Miller was arrested on a weapons-related charge before being released. On August 13, 2021, Circuit Judge Barry Sims sentenced Trevon Miller, now 20, to serve a 10-year and 40-year sentence consecutively for first-degree murder and a fire enhancement charge. The sentence was a product of a plea bargain with Miller, who'd previously been charged with capital murder. Miller will have to serve 35 years before he can apply for parole, which will make him 53 when he becomes eligible for parole for early release, given credit for time served. If convicted on a capital murder charge, Miller would have faced the death penalty or life in prison without the possibility of parole. Numerous vigils were held to honor the life of Brayla Stone, and persons continuously flooded social media in her memory, including in hope of seeing justice served and to speak of their satisfaction after Miller's sentencing. I hope that Brayla's family is able to find solace in the happy memories, and may her soul rest in perpetual peace. Thank you.